Welcome back to Hollywood Junket. I'm your host, Chris Boyd, and today we're here with Archbishop Ron Fire. We got to look at earlier the upcoming trailer for the movie The Devil Inside, and you also got to look at it as well. And I was wondering how, just from the trailer, how close do you think that movie is going to be playing to reality?
Okay, well, just based on what I've seen of the trailer, okay, I thought it was wonderful. I knew it was absolutely wonderful.
What did you like about it?
Very accurate, okay, in a lot of situations. It was a very good. In fact, I can't wait to see the movie. Quite frankly, there is a small percentage of it that is very much true in regards to possession. Demonic possession is very rare. I'd say out of 100 cases, we may have maybe 5 that are genuine. And when I say genuine, I mean genuine, with the levitation, the incredible super strength, the multiple voices that may come out of an individual, the breathing, the physical transformation that would take place right before your very eyes. It can be very scary. And for the trained exorcist, he is there and he's well prepared to do the actual ritual, which takes lots of preparation. What I do is I fast for at least 3 days. And in that time, there's lots of prayer involved. The priest that does the actual exorcism, he has to not only be prepared, but he has to also expect the unexpected, because it always happens. Every case is totally different.
What is the most frightening thing that's ever happened to you during an exorcism? Have you ever been attacked or anything personally happened to you?
Yes, I've been attacked.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Too many times. So
Go ahead.
I was invited one time to a hotel just opposite the Staples Center downtown Los Angeles. And in this hotel, there were all types of demonic activities. I was invited to go in and do a house blessing. So I entered the building and started the ritual. And we light the candle, and I'll show you the articles later. And then I started the ritual of just basically blessing the apartment. And at that time, I could see shadows moving all around. Now, some people might call them shadow people, but these were definitely spiritual entities that were just roaming around, moving all around me. And the candles I've lit would go out. Light them again, they would go out. The temperature in the room would drop. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. It was drop at least 10 degrees. Very noticeable. Okay. Just talking about it, I get,
It's one of those bone-chilling calls.
It's a bone-chilling type of scenario, but what was really interesting, after the actual ritual, I left the room, and as I was on my way back home, certain things started to happen. Apparently some of the spirits that were in that room followed me. Yes. And as a result, the following morning, I had scratches all over the back of my body. And I went into prayer, and of course, I consulted with some other clergy, and apparently this is a very common occurrence. Okay, and it can be very frightening. We always ask for a physical examination and psychological examination by at least 2 physicians to make sure that the symptoms of demonic possession are not mental or physical, as a contributor to a physical disorder. I have some instruments here that I use. I call these the tools of our trade, which you probably have seen these in the movies. I'm sure every priest seems to have these. And I will take these out and I'll just go through them real quick, and you might find this of interest. When an individual is possessed, there are certain indications that we see. We see a complete transformation of the individual. They will, believe it or not, they will levitate. They will speak in more than one language. It's also been known that they have super strength, incredible strength. And also have the incredible ability of clairvoyance. They would actually know things about you or anyone in the room without actually knowing that person, and yet they could tell you everything about that person. Most of the time it's all negative. But in any case, the first thing that we have is called a stall. The stall is placed around the neck of the priest. The stall has a lot of spiritual power, we believe. It's purple in color. It's purple of penance, actually. And it's placed around the priest's neck. Then we have this device here. This is for holy water. We get holy water, we fill the sprinkler in, and then we can use this instrument. Now, when a person who is demonically possessed feels just a drop of holy water, they would automatically and immediately respond, because it's as it was described to me by one person who was possessed. It's a burning sensation. It's like as if you were throwing acid at that individual, and they react violently. So holy water is very important tool. Of course, we have the crucifix. We have the person kiss the crucifix before we start. We have a candle that's lit, and then they also have holy oil. Holy oil is placed in this little container, and then we anoint the individual before the actual ritual. Their forehead, their nostrils, their ears, their mouth, their throat, and then we begin the prayer. The prayer itself, it's a ritual that has been done for centuries. In regards to our success rate, I would say that probably close to 80%. We are successful. There's another 10% which we have, in which it goes the other way. That will end up in suicide or other horrible ends. Unfortunately, that's a reality. And then we have the other percentage, and most of them are in mental hospitals right now. I met with a couple of archbishops just last week, and we were discussing this very issue about mental health hospitals. If we were to go into a mental health hospital, there would be such a large percentage of people who might be possessed, actually demonically possessed, and placed there because of course, thinking that they have some type of mental disorder, which is very sad. We have an order of exorcists, and we have a website, www.ghostterminators.com. And so we're recruiting bishops, priests from any jurisdiction, as well as paranormal investigators in every city, state, and even country.